Sup guys, it's Malone again, and this time we're bringing more of a beginner guide to EpicSeven. Not really a completely beginner guide, but more of an introduction to Guilty Gear. So yes, Guilty Gear is a collaboration of EpicSeven. This is going to be the third time we get it though, so unfortunately it's nothing insanely new. But still, it's something that a lot of new players who joined recently with like the recent waves of like Darius, Lucari and everything, it might be interesting to look at, right? So for our newer players, we're going to be getting Dizzy. We're going to be getting Viking. And the other one will be Alpha. Also Soul too, but Soul everyone's getting, right? Soul is just a daily login, and you do story mode, you'll get more free copies, right? But we wanted to touch more on the units that are in the banner. And let's just switch our tabs for a second. So yes, so the GuiltyGear Collab is coming again. This will be the third time we have it, and this time it will be in the same limited banner, the triple limited banner, just like before with the Cerise, Dian, and Landy one. But this time, honestly guys, there's no must-have in this selection here. You're not gonna get, wait, I guess you have to get soul copies, right? Maybe for your first time play, you don't have to in fact. But the fact that no unit here is really impactful right now, I'll describe like each scenario where you need the unit, right? So Viking will be your Banshee one-shot. Not a must-have, but she's a very easy Viking one-shot, sorry, Banshee one-shot. Alpha will be one of your cleave units. She will be like one of your second openers. Decent into cleave, but very hard to use, right? Because not much people have the speed gear to really cleave. So Alpha is kind of a questionable unit for new players. You could be able to skip her, but the fact that you're skipping a limited feels bad. But priority list, so we're gonna make it so it's gonna be Dizzy, Alpha, then Viking. I think Dizzy is the most versatile unit. It's easy to use. Not really too common in RTA right now, but it's just easy use for beginners as well, right? Maybe in PvE content, it's very easy to carry you. And it's just, out of the three units, you're more likely to use Dizzy than Alpha because you're not gonna have the speed gear. And Viking is just for Banshee, right? Banshee could be replaced with other units. And Soul is free to play, right? So Soul is, you kind of just get him with a package. For artifacts, Torn Sleeve, it was kind of popular when Wyvern 13 just came out, but at the moment Torn Sleeve is just has been used in a while. No unit really relies on Torn Sleeve, and it's not too impactful, right? Even for me, I do not have Torn Sleeve and I do not have Necro. Miss Confile is quite nice actually, but not to a point where you have to have it on anyone. A situation where you might use Miss Confile is on Cerise. Cerise will defense break and dual attack with someone else. Pretty nice, but you're not going to see too often because Cerise is still not too huge in the meta, but we might see her come back with the old Alpha out scene. Another scenario where you might use Miss Confile is for expeditions. Cerise on Dark Expedition is quite nice, and you could always defense break with your S1. Really handy to have, but not a must-have, right? Out of the three, Miss Confile might be the best to get. So if you already have all the units and you were looking for to get an artifact, you go for Miss Confile in my opinion. And Necro Undyne. So Necro Undyne is, to kind of really use Necro Undyne, you need to have it max limit broken, meaning you need to have 6 copies of it all fused into one. That's kind of not really good on much units, right? The only units you probably see it on is Celestial Mercedes or like Edda. 2 units that aren't really too impactful but just have like AoE. So in my opinion, you can skip out on Necro and Torn Sleeve. Miss Confile is up to you. How much you need the artifact and how much you really want to complete your collection. A collection is kind of up to you. Can be skipped though, but out of 3 artifacts, I would go for this most one. So Junkyard is the soul artifact. For 5 tokens, you might just want to get one if you don't get the free one. It's nice to have, but no one really relies on it. I think the only one you'll see this on right now is Holiday Euphine. But Holiday Euphine, she's on quite different builds now, right? Where she's actually maybe on like Portrait or even the one that boosts UC, or I can't recall it right now. But let's say Junkyard is not too meta right now. It used to be nice on Euphine, but Euphine wasn't. She kind of dropped in the meta, let's say. Portrait. So Portrait is still one of your best damage artifacts out there. The Guild Ward artifact is still better, but not many artifacts come close to like Portrait, right? Portrait was the better improved Tomfall, and for four summons, right? That's pretty cheap. That's actually insanely cheap, but to max this you need I think 7 copies. So you would need 21 summons for just 1 max portrait. Not bad, right? You're thinking of having extra summons and you don't need anything in the shop, I might recommend getting another portrait. And the rest are just extras, you don't really prioritize this. Especially when the portrait is unlimited buys, you would just rather go for portraits. Let's see, the side story is... It seems to be, this is just for portrait hunting. So yes, you don't even have to buy the portrait, guys. So if you just do this, it's kind of like, you know how we have side stories and you have difficulties on it? It's kind of like the same thing, where you beat the you beat the mission, you have a chance to get portrait. So it's 5% for easy, 8% for normal, 13% for hard, and 20% for health. So most people, like back in the days where we got this event for the first time, people will be just grinding this event to get several portraits. Some people have 5 copies of portraits, some people has 4, maybe even more. I'll show you guys my collection. So just for portrait itself, I think this is the main thing of the event, right? You know, the units are cool, but they're nothing too impactful right now. But the artifacts itself, as again I said, portrait is one of the best damage doing artifacts out there. I have 4 max copies myself. I think I even have, no, I actually have 5 copies. Or is it? Yeah, I have 6 copies in fact. Alright, so let's go to names. Yes, so I have 6 copies of portrait. I have 4 max, one that's plus 27. I still use them, but it's not, I don't think you need 6 anymore, right? We're getting better artifacts like the Guild Ward artifact and another one with the... Just in general, we're getting more artifacts that might just vary, and you don't really need all these copies anymore. It's just nice to have. But yeah, once again guys, I think for new players out there, you still want to pity. Pitying anything on the way means it's nice to have. And at the end of the day, you can select whatever unit you have, right? I don't think you need to worry about the artifacts too much this time. I think you just gotta care about the units. And from my point of view, I think you prioritize Dizzy, Alpha, and then Bike It. Yeah guys, this is Malona. Thanks for tuning in again. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions or comments, just let me know. Leave them below. Join our Discord. Come on Twitch. We will always be streaming. Yeah. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys later.